Hello. In this video, I want to talk about how we're all basically schizophrenic. We have multiple people living in our head. Some of them we're not even familiar with. So let me make my case. Right now, you're listening to this video with your conscious mind. Don't forget, your conscious mind is only 5% of all your brain's activity. Your conscious mind is who you feel you are on a day-to-day basis. It includes your thoughts, your feelings, your memories, your fifth grade birthday party, your pet when you were a kid, your favorite color, your favorite music, what you think about philosophy and politics. Everything you perceive and think about is in your conscious mind and who you feel you are. So, what is that other 95% of your brain's activity? Well, it's your subconscious mind. And there's a lot of thoughts, feelings, and activities going in there that you're generally not aware of at all. So, your subconscious mind is almost like a roommate that is sharing room in your head that you're very much not familiar with, if at all. Your subconscious mind actually feeds your conscious mind everything it thinks. And for the most part, you're not even aware of it. Like right now, if I ask you to think of any city, what city did you think of? Well, why didn't you think of Paris or Houston or many other cities? Really? You have no idea why. Your subconscious mind did its calculations of everything that was ever put in it your entire life, and it spit out that city. It was like you were taking a test and didn't have the answer, and your friend next to you kind of whispered in your ear what the city was. But you can see how that feels like it's not exactly you. This becomes way more obvious once you become a meditator. There's a lot of good reasons to meditate, but a big one is to notice this other voice in your head. When you sit in silence and you focus on your breath and you let things just emerge from your subconscious mind, it's going to be a complete mystery to you. You won't even know why half of it comes out. Some of it will be strange, some of it will be random, but none of it's going to be by your choice, your conscious mind, the person that you feel you are. It gets even more complicated than that. Within your subconscious mind, everything that's ever happened to you is stored in your subconscious mind. And you have different parts of your personality that are within your subconscious mind. If you've ever done any trauma therapy, which I have, specifically one called internal family systems, you learn about all the voices or parts that are in your mind, specifically in your subconscious mind. For example, I had a part of me that was a fear part. I had a part of me that was a self-hate and loathing part. I had a part of me that was apathetic. I have a joker part of me. I eventually developed a part of me that loves me. These parts you developed at different times of your life and for different reasons. They only come up when they're needed or when they're activated by certain events that are happening in your life. And this may sound a little strange, but in some of that trauma therapy, you go in a deep meditative state and you try to listen to and talk to these parts of your personality that are in your subconscious mind. And you can even get a sense for how old they were when they were created. For example, my fear part was one of the first parts that was created in my subconscious mind. It was when I was very young. And when I conferenced with that part, from my subconscious mind, almost like it was another person, I didn't get an exact age, but I got a vague age that it was like 3, 4, 5. Later, my self-hating part developed in my early teens, and then apathy came on strong in my 20s. And we're in autopilot so much of the day, we don't take the time to stop, be in silence, and notice these things. If you do, that subconscious voice will become more and more clear. That's why we don't know why we think and where the thoughts come from, because they're coming from that dark part of our subconscious mind that we have virtually little to no control over. So in this video, I thought I'd pose it as a thought experiment that it's almost like we have multiple people living in our head. Who we feel we are, which is our conscious mind that's looking around and experiencing things, our subconscious mind, the 95% of our brain that we really don't have interaction with, that just spits information out to us. And then within that, you have different parts of your personality that come and go as they're activated by the environment. There are ways to get more in touch with your subconscious mind, the other roommate in your head. As I mentioned, those are meditation, also journaling, if you're able to analyze your dreams, intense trauma therapy that I mentioned, and last but not least, which I technically can't recommend, psychedelic therapy. These activities have the ability to shut off your prefrontal cortex, your conscious mind, and allow that roommate to come out and talk. Remember, that roommate has 95% of all your knowledge. So they're very smart and they're very powerful and they're worth getting to know. Anyway, I hope you found this interesting. Thought I'd share it. Take care.